Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurdiana binti Muhammad Hamid. So, our group will be doing a project on the development of report card system using C++ programming language. We would like to build a system that will prompt the user to input data like metric number, name, marks, and the system will calculate the grade obtained by the student. What we did in first place was discussing on what function will be used in the system, and then divided the works equally among ourselves. Later, after we have done our parts, we will begin the compilation and we're doing the test run of the program together. What you see on the screen later is the result of our project, and that is what the user will see to use the system. We believe in this project we can see how technology make our work faster and organized, like saving the records of the student, and it will be useful especially in education.
Hi, my name is Anisha Ira. So I will introduce a bit about our project, which is a report card system. The report card system is benefit to us because it works fastest. It also more accurate compared to the traditional way, which is manual. And then it also can reduce wasting time. Last one is the report card system can reduce cost because it is paperless. For example, by this system, in case the students want to know their marks, they can just straight away go to the website to see their mark, rather than they are waiting for the teacher to print out their marks. It's take time, so that's why we have if we have this report card system, it will save time and cost. So thank you. So in our system, which is report card system, it consists in the main menu. It consists of 3 options: result menu, editing menu, and exit. So how to use the system? For example, we enter 2. So it will display 6 options. So if we want to create the student record, we enter 1 and create the student record. Enter the metric number, enter the name, and then we enter the marks. So the system will display the student records. We enter 3 to back to the main menu. We enter 2. So in here, if we want to display what we have create before, we enter 2, which is to show all the student record. So it will display the data that we enter. Next, if we want to search for the student record, we enter 3, enter the number that we want to search. For example, the metric number, and then we enter. So it will display the data that we want to search. And then we enter 4 if in case we want to update the student record. Put the number, the previous number, and then it will display. But down here, it will ask the user to enter the new metric number. For example, so enter the new data, the mark, then the record has updated. Next, in case we want to delete the student record, we enter 5 and then enter the data that we want to delete. So the system will delete the record. So the record has been deleted. Next, option 6. The function is if we want to return back to the main menu, we enter 6 and then the page will return to the main menu. If we enter 1, results menu, and then if we enter class result, it will show this. It will display this. The student data or the student result in table form. This is the data that we key in, that we enter, and then back. The student report card 2. So we enter 1, 2, enter the metric number. It will display the record is not exist because the previous one we already delete the record. That's why the system will show the record is not exist. Next, we enter 3. So the program will terminate.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadia Amira Batika Mahmudin and my part in this project is development and evaluation. Basically, I'm just evaluate what output will be displayed and why we use some terms to, as example like see out, it function as a display, and for see in is for we entered the input. So basically, I just explained about why we use some function in each block and what will be displayed in each block. Okay, as an example, we just evaluate in each block, which is like this, and we just use functions to get the data from the user. So we explain all in this each block, which is like see out, enter metric number of student. So the program will display the enter metric number of student. So it will go to the next one, which is see in metric number. So it will get the data from the user. So basically, it just get the data from the user in each part to make the data is recorded. And okay, basically we need the data that entered by student to calculate their percentage. The cout is used to display output on the computer screen, while the cin object is used to read input from the keyboard. This one is last for the in each block is like calculate. So the calculate is used for a function in this block. After all the data is entered by the student, final step in this part is the program will calculate the total of the data.
Hi, have you ever wondered about the symbols with lines and arrows connecting them that programmers use? Well, they are called the flowchart symbols. So basically, there are many symbols in C++, and each of these symbols represents certain meaning. Some of the basic flowchart symbols can be So the oval shape represents starts or ends. The rectangle shapes represent process. It shows how the program is functioning, such as calculation. When you decide to enter data and show it on the computer, you can use the input or output symbol. So the decision symbols is used for if statement, when you want to choose an option based on specific criteria. So if you look here, this is the oval shape which signifies starts. Then it will goes down and display student report card system. And this will prompt the user to enter 3 options. So if you look closely at the decision symbols, this is actually the switch statement. So basically, there is a process of decision making if you look at the diamond symbols. So if you enter 1, it will again ask user to choose 3 options, which is the first one, it will display all student results. If no, then it will go to the second statement, ask user to enter metric number of students. So basically, it will display the name and all the scores that we entered. But if no, then it will go to the third statement, which will go back to the main menu. Now, let's go back to the first part. What if you enter 2 instead of 1? It will ask the user to again enter the options 1 until 6. If you choose 1, it will create student record. So if you choose 2, there will be a process of calculation going on here. It will calculate all the scores. So if student marks is above or equal to 60, the student will receive grade A. Student receive a score of 50 or equal to 50, they will receive a grade B. If the student receives 33 or equal to 33, then the student will receive grade C. If not, they will go to grade F. And after that, it will display the details of the students. But what if the student choose decision tree? Then it will ask the user to output the metric number of students, then it will display all the students' information. If the user choose 4, then it will update the student record. But if the student choose 5, it will go to the process of deleting the student records by entering the metric number of students. But if the user choose 6, it will go back to the main menu. If we go back to the first part, if the user enters 3, it will exit the program and enter to the main menu.
Conclusion. This project exposes us as a student that we can solve a problem by using computer approach. The most important thing that we learn in this project is how to create and design a program. This project provides us with a good experience that will help us in the future. When making this project, the cooperation with our group member is well developed and very good, as each of the members making progress by solving a lot of problems that we face along this process. Despite all the hardship that we face, with our effort and good cooperation, we are able to finish this project on the time given.